ladies and gentlemen. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Tanisha Avasthi. Let's get started with the stories that have set the agenda for today. First up, India's leading champions thrown off a train and deboarded. They are the ones who have represented nation overseas and have now been subjected to harassment. Meanwhile, there is a scathing expose on widespread negligence across India. No part of India has been untouched by negligence, and we have started the biggest public campaign on the same. Progress for people is what Republic is fighting for. The Prime Minister, meanwhile, has given a strong warning against infiltration, and we get you details on that. Meanwhile, the Karnataka sleaze controversy is only getting bigger, and to note here that this is not the first time when Karnataka DGP has had first brush with controversy. Tamil Nadu Governor and MK Stalin are at loggerheads yet again, with the first assembly session of Tamil Nadu of the year witnessing a huge drama. And finally, we get you the story on how Trump is facing massive pushback over his bid to take over Greenland. These 6 stories starting first up with the top story that we have lined up for you on this edition. 2 of India's decorated track and field athletes, Dev Meena and Kuldeep Yadav, both national champions and international medalists who have represented India overseas, were subjected to harassment. This while travelling by train. What should have been a routine transit turned into a humiliating ordeal. At Panvel station in Mumbai, the station master allegedly asked the international medal-winning athletes to deboard, objecting to the pole that they were carrying, essential sporting equipment, remember, for professional athletes. The athletes were then forced to pay a fine, following which they were allowed to proceed. More in this report.
They are not just ordinary passengers. They are India's pride. 2 of India's decorated track and field athletes, leading pole vaulters Dev Meena and Kuldeep Yadav. Yet for Dev Meena and Kuldeep Yadav, a simple train journey turned into public humiliation.
मैं जरा ना इनका कितना होता है देख क्या तुम
हमारी ट्रेन में छूटे महोदय बस
नहीं छूटेंगे सर आप जा सकते हैं गाड़ी में लेकिन ये आपका जाएगा नहीं
फिर क्या हमें उसको बता दीजिए क्या करना है
सेफ कस्टडी में रहेगा यहाँ पे आप बाद में आगे सर जो भी है इधर
अरे तेरी गाड़ी में टाइम है ओए दादा भाई तेरी गाड़ी में बहुत टाइम है 4
मेरा नाम देव मीना है। मैं इंडिया का नेशनल रिकॉर्ड होल्डर प्लेयर हूँ और हाल ही में मैंने अभी नया नेशनल रिकॉर्ड बनाया है। ये मेरे साथ में कुलदीप है, इसने भी अभी हम यूनिवर्सिटी खेलने आए हैं और अभी हम महाराष्ट्र में महाराष्ट्र के पंडेल रेलवे स्टेशन पे। यहाँ पे हमारे ना मतलब यहाँ पे हमको जो टीटी है सीनियर टीटी, उन्होंने मतलब हमारे पोल देख लिया और यहाँ पे हमको मना करते हैं कि आप लोग नहीं जा सकते हो। मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान किए यहाँ पे और हमारी एक ट्रेन छूट चुकी है ऑलरेडी। हमने मतलब हमको 4 से 5 घंटे यहाँ पे बिठा के रखा हूँ। पूरे बहुत परेशान हो चुके हैं यहाँ पे। मतलब हर एक एथलीट, अगर हमारे साथ ये चीज़ हो रही है तो मतलब मैं अपने जूनियरों से क्या एक्सपेक्ट करूँ कि मतलब उनके साथ क्या होता होगा। अगर एक एथलीट के मतलब एक इंटरनेशनल एथलीट के साथ ये चीज़ें अभी भी हो रही है इंडिया में, तो आगे में क्या ही होगा।
और हमारे यहाँ मतलब जो यहाँ के इंचार्ज जो सीनियर टीसी इंचार्ज है RK वर्मा सर, और उनको सीनियर TCM का ऑर्डर था कि ये लोग को 4 से 5 घंटे बैठा के रखो और ये जब तक फाइन नहीं भरते हैं तब तक इनको जाने नहीं दिया जाए। और यहाँ हम लोग 4-5 घंटे वेट करके अभी हम लोग अपना पोल दूसरी ट्रेन में लाते हैं। हम लोग फाइन भर दिए। अभी 5 घंटे बाद उन्होंने बोला कि बिना फाइन के इनको मत छोड़ो, कुछ भी हो जाए इनको बैठा के रखो। और हम लोग इंडिया के खिलाफ दोनों पोल वॉल्टर रहे, तो पोल वॉल्ट इवेंट्स लिया तो इंडियन रेलवे कुछ ऐसा मतलब व्यवस्था चालू करे जिससे हमारा।
और ये कोई नई बात नहीं है, ये तो हमेशा से ऐसे ही होता आ रहा है। मतलब ये कोई नई चीज़ नहीं है। मैं चाहता हूँ कोई तो कुछ करो इस चीज़ के लिए।
Travelling from Mangaluru to Panvel in Mumbai, en route to Bhopal, the 2 pole vault champions were forced to deboard at Panvel station. Their fault? Carrying the very equipment that is crucial for their sport, the pole. Despite repeated explanations, railway officials allegedly snapped back, "Call whoever you want, we don't care who you are."
जय, मेरा नाम देव मीना है। मैं इंडिया का नेशनल रिकॉर्ड होल्डर प्लेयर हूँ और हाल ही में मैंने अभी नया नेशनल रिकॉर्ड बनाया है। ये मेरे साथ में कुलदीप है, इसने भी अभी हम यूनिवर्सिटी खेलने आए हैं और अभी हम महाराष्ट्र में महाराष्ट्र के पनवेल रेलवे स्टेशन पे। यहाँ पे हमारा ना मतलब यहाँ पे हमको जो टीटी है सीनियर टीटी, उन्होंने मतलब हमारे पोल देख लिया और यहाँ पे हमको मना करते हैं कि आप लोग नहीं जा सकते हो। मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान किए यहाँ पे और हमारी एक ट्रेन छूट चुकी है ऑलरेडी। हमने मतलब हमको 4 से 5 घंटे यहाँ पे बिठा के रखा, पूरे बहुत परेशान हो चुके हैं यहाँ पे। मतलब हर एक एथलीट, अगर हमारे साथ ये चीज़ हो रही है तो मतलब मैं अपने जूनियरों से क्या एक्सपेक्ट करूँ कि मतलब उनके साथ क्या होता होगा। अगर एक एथलीट का मतलब एक इंटरनेशनल एथलीट के साथ ये चीज़ें अभी भी हो रही है इंडिया में, तो आगे मैं क्या ही बोलूँ।
और हमारे यहाँ मतलब जो यहाँ के इंचार्ज जो सीनियर टीसी इंचार्ज है आर के वर्मा सर, और उनको सीनियर टीसीएम का ऑर्डर था कि ये लोग को 4 से 5 घंटे बैठा के रखो और ये जब तक फाइन नहीं भरते हैं तब तक इनको जाने नहीं दिया जाए। और यहाँ हम लोग 4-5 घंटे वेट करके अभी हम लोग अपना पोल दूसरी ट्रेन में लाते हैं। हम लोग फाइन भर दिए। अभी 5 घंटे बाद उन्होंने बोला कि बिना फाइन के इनको मत छोड़ो, कुछ भी हो जाए इनको बैठा के रखो। और हम लोग इंडिया के साथ दोनों पोल ऑल्टर रहे, तो पोल ऑल्ट इवेंट लिया तो इंडियन रेलवे कुछ ऐसा मतलब व्यवस्था चालू करे जिससे हमारा।
और ये कोई नई बात नहीं है, ये तो हमेशा से ऐसे ही होता आ रहा है। मतलब ये कोई नई चीज़ नहीं है। मैं चाहता हूँ कोई तो कुछ करो इस चीज़ के लिए।
Officials allegedly demanded an rupees 8,800 fine, saying the poll was oversized. But after prolonged arguments and negotiations, rupees 5,000 was finally paid.
मतलब बहुत बहस हुई, बहुत हमने बाहर उनसे ट्राई किया कि बोले ऊपर से ऑर्डर है। हमने बोला ऊपर वाले के एक बार आप नंबर दे दो या फिर कुछ कांटेक्ट डिटेल बता दो हम, ताकि उनसे बात कर सकें। ना उन्होंने कुछ कांटेक्ट डिटेल बताया, ना ही कुछ किया। लेकिन बस वो उनको पैसे चाहिए थे। वो फाइन काटने का बोल रहे थे और यही सब सर। इतना मतलब इतनी सारी परेशानियों के बाद में फिर हमने उनको जैसे तैसे फ़ाइन भरा, जिसमें हमारी एक ट्रेन छूटी और फिर हमने शाम को दूसरी ट्रेन ली। और उन्होंने फ़ाइन काटा तो ठीक है, लेकिन जो फ़ाइन में उन्होंने लिखा 80 kg वेट, 80 kg के तो सर हमारा पोल ही नहीं होता, क्योंकि हम लेके उसको भागते हैं। वो तो मे भी 1 किलो का होता है सर पोल, ज़्यादा भारी भी नहीं होता वो।
Athletes who bring medals for the nation left pleading at a railway station, bargaining for dignity.
हम थोड़ा विस्तारित करके आज हम बात कर रहे हैं। मैंने रेल मंत्री जी को भी लिख रहा हूँ कि केवल इसी खेल के नहीं, बाकी खेलों के भी यदि इक्विपमेंट खिलाड़ी साथ में लेके जाते हैं तो रेलवे की तरफ से ये इंस्ट्रक्शन हो। हाँ, यदि किसी यात्री को दिक्कत है तो बात अलग है, इसमें किसी यात्री को दिक्कत भी नहीं थी, तो हम लिख रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है रिजॉल्व हो जाएगा।
जैसे टीटी जो थे उन पर एक्शन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि उन्होंने दुर्भावनापूर्ण महाराष्ट्र में स्तर
रेलवे को लिखा है, अब रेलवे ये निर्णय लेगा।
From problematic sporting infrastructure wherein international stadiums are seen in questionable situations to national level athletes being harassed. India wants Olympic glory. India wants global medals. But are we willing to give our athletes basic respect, safety and dignity?
And in a scathing expose on widespread negligence across India, recent incidents highlight systematic failures in infrastructure and public safety, from contaminated water in Indore causing distress among families to the collapse of sports facilities like Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Stadium, the roof caving in an IGI airport and a newly built bridge crumbling in Bihar, potholes plaguing Bengaluru roads and rats infesting a hospital ward in Gonda. No region has remained untouched by such lapses, as underscored by the tragic death of a 27-year-old techie, Yuvraj Mehta, in Noida, where a special investigation team today arrived to extract his car from the ditch for forensic analysis amid the ongoing probe. The builder has been arrested, ladies and gentlemen. However, these developments spotlight unchecked hazards that turn warnings into fatal traps, urging a rejection of labeling negligence as mere accidents.
Water contaminated in Indore. Collapsing sports infrastructure in the national capital. IGI airport's roof collapses. Newly constructed bridges collapse in Bihar. Pothole menace in Bengaluru. Rats inside hospital wards in Uttar Pradesh's Gonda. No part of India is untouched by negligence. And now, a 27-year-old techie in Greater Noida killed by negligence.
right behind me, if you can see, there is the NDRF team that is deployed. That is the exact location where the vehicle has been identified, where the vehicle has been spotted. Now efforts are being made to actually tie up the vehicle so that it can be pulled up by the crane that has also been deployed at the same spot.
The SIT team today reached Noida, where the car involved in the accident is now being taken out for forensic examination. As the probes intensify, action has taken place with the builder named in the case. Abhay Kumar, owner of MZ Vish Town, has been arrested by the police. Even as the focus remains on accountability, a new twist has emerged from the ground. Video from earlier shows how a truck had rammed in the same spot. Watch this video. Yuvraj was the second victim. The developments have once again turned the spotlight on systemic negligence. Despite clear warning signs, the hazard was left unattended, turning the location into a deadly trap. Don't let negligence be rebranded as an accident.
And moving on to a story that's making headlines in Karnataka. Karnataka's Director General of Police, K. Ramachandra Rao, finds himself at a center of a major scandal after a video surfaced allegedly showing him engaging in obscene acts with women inside government premises. This has prompted widespread outrage and his immediate suspension by the state government. Now, Karnataka DGP had vehemently denied the allegations, claiming that the video was AI generated 8 years ago from his time in Belagavi and part of a conspiracy to tarnish his reputation, while Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has ordered a thorough inquiry and promised disciplinary action regardless of the officer's seniority, emphasizing that no one is above the law. This is not former Karnataka DGP's first brush with controversy. Here's why.
Karnataka DGP is in the eye of a storm. A video shows the DGP shamelessly indulging in obscene acts with women while sitting inside the government premises. A top police official inside the government office in Karnataka. Now the DGP is trying to save his face. He claims that the video is AI generated and is 8 years old from the time he was posted in Belagavi. He further claims that it is a conspiracy to malign his image.
లేదంటే అది 8 ವರ್ಷ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲ್ಗಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಶಾಕಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಬ್ರಿಕೇಟೆಡ್, ಸುಳ್ಳು ಇದು. ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಇದು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತೀರಾ?
ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಈ ತರ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಹಬ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದೇ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ.
Hours after, CM Siddaramaiah said that he would put an inquiry against the DGP.
ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನನಗೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಸ್ತಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಶಿಸ್ತು ಕ್ರಮ ಜರುಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಎತ್ತರದ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಾನೂನಿಗಿಂತ ಯಾರು ದೊಡ್ಡವರು, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಸ್ತಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅದನ್ನು ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ.
The Karnataka government has suspended the state DGP Ramachandra Rao.
A DGP level police officer's videos have surfaced in social media where he is exploiting, he is doing intimate acts with multiple women, and that too inside public police office. This is the state of affairs. Now there will be all kinds of excuses that will be made that this is AI, morphed, generated video. The fact of the matter is that in Karnataka, under Congress's watch, the women's safety and security has gone to all-time low. If these things are happening inside a public office, imagine what is happening on the streets.
But the DGP is not new to controversies. He is the stepfather of Kannada film actor Ranya Rao, who is in Bengaluru Central Jail in a gold smuggling case. Ranya Rao seems to have used his stepfather DGP Ramachandra Rao's connections to evade security checks at airports. The embarrassment trail for the Karnataka police does not end here. The DGP was once heading a case where the police raided a premises, seized massive amounts of money, while also allegedly colluding with a businessman. But given the controversies, what if the DGP is a frequent offender? Why should a detailed investigation into the matter not be the top priority for the Karnataka government?
Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi today walked out of the assembly session as he declined to deliver an inaugural and opening address prepared by the M.K. Stalin-led DMK government in a fresh row. The Lok Bhavan had given a 13-point note and the walkout saying that the national anthem was insulted and alleged that the speech contained various inaccuracies and unsubstantiated claims. Here is a look at all that happened during the assembly session today.
Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi once again declined to read his speech and walked out of the Legislative Assembly without delivering the customary address. And this happened on the opening day of the first session of the year. Speaking exclusively to Republic, several leaders responded to the disrespectful act of the governor.
But today the way he acted or the way he presented himself was really disgusting, and it is really an attack on the constitution rather, because he cannot give a discourse in the assembly just like he is addressing a public gathering. The way he acted is really alarming, and we feel that it is an insult to the state of Tamil Nadu and the state assembly.
The state government, what we believe, intentionally adopting this strategy of fighting with the honorable governor. It is not the first time it is happening. And after governor left assembly, our honorable chief minister has out the prepared statement by saying that the customary right of the assembly has been broken by the honorable governor and they are not accepting it. And above all, he has ridiculed the position of the governor by saying the saying of Article Dadi.
He cited very flimsy reasons that national anthem should be sung in the beginning of the proceedings, but it's not so. It's a very well known fact that both at the union government offices and state government offices, that national anthem will be sung only at the end of the proceedings. So governor went against, not only the government, went against the principles of constitution, went against the assembly proceedings. By that he has insulted the 8 crore Tamil Nadu people because we are the representations for them.
The Tamil Nadu Governor Ravi also responded from the well of the House and expressed displeasure over the conduct of the proceedings. Later, Lok Bhavan also issued a statement alleging that the address contained unsubstantiated claims. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister also responded to the disrespectful act of the governor. CM Stalin stated that governor's actions are against the protocols of the assembly. This is not the first time when such an incident took place. Last year too, the governor walked out of the assembly, signaling a complete breakdown between the state and Raj Bhavan.
And in a momentous event for the Bharatiya Janata Party today, Nitin Nabin was officially declared as the party's new president, succeeding Jagat Prakash Nadda in what signals a significant generational shift. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Modi outlined the Saffron Party's future agenda, vehemently criticizing infiltrators as a threat to national security and demographic balance, vowing to expose parties shielding them for vote bank politics and emphasizing the need to send them back to prevent robbing the poor and the youth for opportunities. He also highlighted the rejection of urban Naxal and Maoist ideologies by the nation, underscoring their challenges to India's progress.
It's a big day for the Saffron Party. A generational shift that the Bharatiya Janata Party had been waiting for.
Nitin Navin ji aa
आगे बढ़ो।
Nitin Nabin is the new president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, succeeding Jagat Prakash Nadda. After declaring Nabin party president, Prime Minister Modi addressed the top leaders and party cadres, highlighting the agenda of the Saffron Party in coming years. Speaking on the key issues, Prime Minister Modi raked up the issue of infiltration and demographic imbalance and said that the youth of the country will not be looted by infiltrators.
आज देश के सामने एक बहुत बड़ी चुनौती घुसपैठियों की है, आबादी के असंतुलन की है। दुनिया के धनवान देश, समर्थ देश, वे भी अपने देश में जो घुसपैठिए हैं उनकी जांच पड़ताल कर रहे हैं और दुनिया उनको पूछती नहीं है कि तुम घुसपैठियों को क्यों निकाल रहे हो, तुम तो लोकतंत्र का झंडा लेकर के घूम रहे थे। कोई अपने देश में घुसपैठियों को स्वीकार नहीं करता।
Prime Minister Modi further highlighted the issue of Maoism and mentioned how the countrymen are rejecting the urban Maoist ideology.
एक और बड़ी चुनौती अर्बन नक्सल की भी है। अर्बन नक्सल का दायरा इंटरनेशनल हो रहा है और यह अर्बन नक्सल की बड़ी चतुराई होती है। अगर साल में एकाध बार भी अगर मोदी की किसी अच्छी चीज को उन्होंने ट्वीट कर दिया या टीवी पे बोल दिया या अखबार में लिख दिया तो उस पत्रकारी तो ऐसी फजेत कर देते, उसके पीछे ऐसे पड़ जाते हैं, उसको अछूत बना देते हैं, भविष्य में वो कभी बोल ना सके ऐसा कर देते हैं। ये अर्बन नक्सल की स्टाइल है।
The BJP has witnessed a major generational change in picking its party president. But big challenges lie ahead for Nitin Nabin, including making inroads in poll-bound Kerala, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal, and retaining power in Assam. The big question is, will Nabin prove to be a better successor?
And on to the final story that's making international headlines. United States President Donald Trump has triggered a fresh geopolitical debate with a proactive social media post on Truth Social. The image, which depicts Greenland as a future United States territory, has reignited questions about America's strategic ambition in the Arctic and the president's long-standing interest in the region. Here's more to the story.
A single image, but one that has stirred the hornet's nest. A cartoon shared by Donald Trump on Truth Social. The post shows the US president planting the American flag on Greenland alongside a sign declaring it a future US territory. This is not unfamiliar territory for President Trump. During his earlier term, he openly floated the idea of the US purchasing Greenland, which was rejected by Denmark. Greenland's importance goes far beyond symbolism. The Arctic island sits at a strategic crossroads, rich in rare earth minerals and increasingly vital as melting ice opens new shipping routes.
Greenland is very important for the national security, including of Denmark. And the problem is not a thing that Denmark can do about it if Russia or China wants to occupy Greenland. But there's everything we can do. You found that out last week with Venezuela. There's everything we can do about things such as that. Not going to happen.
Critics say the post has stirred the hornet's nest, blurring the line between political messaging and foreign policy signaling. Danish leaders have repeatedly stated that Greenland is not for sale. As the United States, China and Russia eye the Arctic's future, even symbolic gestures carry weight. Another reason why he wants to set foot on Greenland is because he stated that he doesn't want Russia or China to be his neighbors. For now, the post remains a provocative signal rather than policy. But coming from the President of the US, it is unlikely to be dismissed as mere political theatre.
And that's all that we could pack in this edition of 6 Stories at 6. We will be back tomorrow, same time. Keep watching Republic. Coming up next after the break is Live and Breaking.
प्यार